Hi guys, how are we doing? Just a really quick video here. As you can tell, I don't know what the quality is going to be like on YouTube's end, but I'm just recording a quick video off the MacBook because I don't want to be up on this since I'm using this at the moment. Basically, this is a presentation I did in photography on Monday. I mentioned it in the weekly update that came out on Monday, and I'm just about to finish editing it in a moment, and then it'll be ready for you guys to see. You'll obviously be watching this at the start of the video, so I hope you guys enjoy this presentation. It's about 12 minutes long, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Well, I've touched on quite a few areas in photography, wildlife, streaming, landscapes, what I'm going to talk about today. Firstly, wildlife. That's an Indian lilac crested roller. It's a Chester Zoo, so pretty much anybody here can go and photograph it. I've photographed a good 1,000 photos just of this one bird. I've actually been back to Chester Zoo to photograph it a good 5 times since. I'll put the settings up there in case anybody knows what they mean. Basically, shutter speed, aperture, how sensitive the sensor is to light. Then that is also a Chester Zoo. That's a female weave bird. Weave birds are called that because they get straw and stuff from reeds and build nests that hang from trees with them. So and like weave them together, and it's big. But like the Chester Zoo, there's a good 30 or so of them all doing their thing. Otter, obviously. That's at Washington Wetland Centre, if anybody knows where that is. Do you know where it is?
Washington Wetland Centre. I've heard of it, but I haven't been.
It's on the way to Newcastle.
Yeah.
So, very, very local. They've got all sorts of wildlife and stuff like that there.
Is that the one that's near the monument? Shore Monument?
Yes.
Just sits underneath there.
Yeah.
Just before you move on, what kind of telephoto lens were you using for the birds?
For the birds and stuff, I'm using a lens I've got. It's a 55 to 300mm from Nikon. It's a DX format, so crop sensor Nikon. I've had that for about a year and a half, so I've been using it.
Would you be at the full 300?
It depends. Chester Zoo depends on which way you go back. That one was out of 300mm, I think, because they're quite small birds, so I need to fill up the frame. But with that one, if you go at the right time of day into the enclosure, they're actually feeding them and just throw like crickets up in the air, and they'll just come through and catch it. And they're quite literally like this far away from you, so you can use a wide angle lens on it.
Right. So with the crop factor, you're probably closer to 400?
Yeah, with the crop factor, with the 300mm, I was 450 equivalents. Street photography is next. That's in York, in the town centre. I was doing street photography for my GCSE assessment for the final exam, and me and my uncle, who was the guy that got me into photography in the first place, about 5 years ago now, so like, we needed to do street photography. We went to Beamish, York, Whitby, and Middlesbrough as well. We went to York, walked around there from about 10 till about 4ish, and we were just walking past a Starbucks and saw these guys, and that's part of street photography. You walk around, you shoot what you see. It's not scripted or anything, you pull the camera right out, which is another reason why I put this one in, because quite literally I was just walking down the street, looked down and saw this like alleyway through the door, just stopped and waited, and those people went past the guy in the wheelchair, and I thought, okay, that's really a decent shot. Some people might get the reference of the name. That shot, the guy was in the York Town Centre, all these three from York, was in New York in the centre, and he was playing the same song the entire time I was there, constantly on repeat. I can't remember the name of the song. And that one was one of the final pieces from the GCSE, and that was also in York. Look up shot, I can't remember the name now. I think it might have been Starbucks. This is landscapes and the area I touched on years, because my uncle's a landscape photographer, so I think I'll go up with him to do all those kind of shoots. That's Infinity Bridge, just up the road, makes it like that. That one I put in there, technically not a good photo. There's a bit of real birds in there, but it's not technically a good photo, but that was early on this year when I was actually flying a plane. And this is REDCAR, this is Steelworks, and this is South Gary where we went like 2 weeks ago. And I thought I'd do that in there, it's an interesting story.
Who was flying?
Me.
You were
I
flying?
was flying, I took off, and there was a guy next to me that did the landing and everything, but my auntie bought me flying experience for my birthday, so that's when I went to do that.
Well, it is, well, whichever one you like best.
That's obviously Whitby, Whitby, you'll recognise the piers. We drove down, I got picked up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drove to Whitby. See that shot.
There's a viewpoint from you actually involved.
No, one of the piers, these are the 2 old piers that have been closed now. I was on basically the one that's still open, you can walk all the way to the end of it and you just point down and you can get that shot. That's also what Boathouse in the Lake District. Went there, all those clouds that you can see in the top left there have literally been absolutely chucking down like it is today on those 2 minutes before that shot was taken. So as soon as the clouds went, it was just about 30 shots fired up. Everyone should know where that is. That was, well, the first time I went to London actually, that was at New Year's this year just gone. I went there to watch the fireworks display and everything. I went with my dad's stepmom and stepsister for the week, well, like 40 days-ish. And while I was there, I took the camera with me. I wasn't really aiming to do any photography, but I just took it with me, just snapped off random stuff since the first time I went to London. That's more recent. I went in August for the weekend with my uncle and grandparents. And I will point out, we did actually cheat with this shot. There's no lights on this at all, but obviously
Are you fancy device which is the screen?
a 25-second exposure which gives you time to do stuff obviously. We set the exposure off and we had head torches with us so we could actually see in the dark and painted the light kind of thing. While the exposure was going, just because the shot as it is silhouette just didn't work. We painted the light on and all. That was at about 9 o'clock at night. Now put 2 very similar shots in here of the eye to show the difference between different types of angles. Obviously just after sunset, I had a few different filters on, which is only about 106-second exposure.
What filters did you use?
3 stopping 2 stop square filters that run through the lens.
Would you mind explaining to the rest of the group what a neutral density filter is?
Neutral density filter is basically like the circular and square ones, and the density across the entire thing is the same. That's why it's called neutral, and you get them at different stops of the light. So you get 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, and it will bring the exposure down. So say if you're wanting to do a long exposure and the meter on the camera is reading it needs to be this exposure, if you stick the 3 stop in front of it, you can add more shutter speed, so the shutter speed is longer, but get an equivalent amount of light in the centre. That's at 11 o'clock at night. The difference that makes. 30 seconds, obviously, we got that late at night that we didn't need as many filters on because it was already like, pretty much pitch black. But with the 30 second exposure, did actually manage to get some sound before we got.
So movement on the bar there.
No movement at all. In 30 seconds the stars don't move too much. That's Millennium Bridge, that's in Newcastle. Gate is inside the arm stood on Newcastle that side. Not particularly long exposure because the lights on here are constantly changing. It's like a rainbow that's circulating, so it goes through all the colours and constantly. Obviously Bridge. That was at about 10 o'clock at night before we went over to Trafalgar Square. 60 60-second exposure, so it's quite long exposure. I think I had a 2-stop neutral density filter on at that point to get that.
When you're doing these exposures, are you trying alternate ones? Are you doing 30 seconds?
Oh,
and 120?
we're trying various as it gets dark, and just we put it in and try, and it was sticking more filters on until we get a lot more that we want. And obviously the movement in the clouds that you can kind of see in the light. That one, that's WATERFALL. That is literally 20 minutes away from Whitby. I was talking to Fiona about that when we come back from South Africa. It's near a place called Goldland, which to get to that specific shot, we actually had to abseil. So then all the camera gear on the back, we had to buy rope. The first time we went, we were up on the edge rock to here, so you can just not see out the frame. But we noticed there was another spot that would get the whole waterfall in, so we were like, right, we'll go back with some rope because to get down is quite difficult. But we realised the third time we went, you can actually kind of skirt along there, but abseil is well fun, obviously. So we have to get down there to get that one. That's probably one of the most popular photos on the website at the moment.
What's the exposure time?
30 seconds.
30?
3 seconds on that one. For the water to start going silky, you don't need particularly long. Too long an exposure on water tends to become too silky and almost just like string.
Yeah, complete out almost kind of you start to lose detail.
Yeah. That's obviously where we went 2 weeks ago. It's Pencil at sunset. One thing that I like about this photo, and not look everybody, is obviously you've got all this here. This is REDCAR, the other stuff over there. That box. That box is new to the power station in Hartlepool. That's how close it is to us. It's quite a scary concept. There's a nuclear reactor literally 20 minutes away from us. This is the last photo I've stuck on this presentation. That's just in REDCAR. It's like a 20-minute walk from where I live. But I stuck that one in because that went on the BBC website. Back in May. I tweeted a company called WEX that you can, it's the website you can buy photography gear off, and they do a competition every Monday. You just put hashtag WEX Mondays with a photo and it ends in the competition. I put that in. Didn't get to the competition, mind, but the BBC tweeted me saying that's a good photo, we stick on the website, and I was like, obviously yes. And then stuck that off. Like that. Any questions?
Anybody got any questions?